guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. So in today's video we are going to be talking about things no one tells you about being a photographer. So these are just things that photographers don't generally talk about on a day-to-day basis. So you can consider this video sort of a heads up before you become a photographer or you start your photography business. So with that said, without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing no one tells you about being a photographer is that you need to try them all. So starting out photography, you need to try different genres of photography to find what you enjoy and what you are good at. Yes, you may start out photography in a certain genre because you may have taken a photo and that photo may have came out amazing, so you decided to stick with it. But you need to explore different types of photography because you might even be better at another genre than the one you started out with. It's like me, for example. So I started out photography taking landscape photos, and then I later on was pushed to try different other genres of photography. So I started taking portraiture photos, and that's when I realized that I'm actually better in taking portraiture photos than what I am at taking landscape photos. And I'm glad, because I wasn't making money from taking landscape photos, and that's what pushed me to try other genres of photography. And even today I'm leaning towards taking product photography now, because when I started out photography I tried it and I was like, nah, I'm not that great at it. But that was when I was just starting out photography. So now that I've learned a lot more and tried different other things again, like I'm trying it again with the knowledge that I have now, I'm actually starting to see that I am good at other things. So sometimes it could also just be your knowledge at the time of what genre you are trying. But not only that, you need to see, because you can be good at something and not love it. So you need to be good at it and you also need to love it. So trying out different genres of photography, it allows you to see what you truly love. So the second thing that no one tells you about being a photographer is that people think that you are a freefall. So people will try and take advantage of you, and they will say, can you take photos for me, and in exchange I'll pay you in exposure. And I did mention in my previous video that you need to run from these type of people, because these are the type of people that will send you an email and make it seem like the best thing ever and like irresistible. So they'll say, they're going to have like 1,000 people at this event, or they're going to have, or they have like 1 million followers or whatever. And the truth is, you might only get one client from this event. So you're going to be doing all that work, walking up and down the whole day, carrying heavy stuff the whole day, then sitting and editing for hours just for one more client. No thank you. The time you use to edit those photos is the time you could be using to come up with ideas to promote your business and make it better, or even better yet, you could be doing a paid photo shoot. So it really sounds amazing and everything, but it's not, because if you think about it, let's take their followers. How many of their followers are located near you? So some of them might be located like overseas, and I highly doubt, some people do, but I mean most people won't fly overseas just to do a photo shoot. I mean, if I think about it, if I want to do a photo shoot, I'm just going to go to the closest person near me. I mean, I'm not going to go all the way to like Dubai or wherever it is to take a family shoot or whatever. So that's another point. Another thing is, some people just don't like taking photos. So you get people who want to do a couple shoot. Some couples are not bothered, they'll just take photos of themselves with their phone. So you need to also think of things like, numbers seem big, but put it into aspects where you're looking at how many people want to take photos, how many people are located near you and willing to travel a far distance. It probably narrows it down to, it cuts 70% of those people out, and those are just some things. There's still more things that will cut those people out. So you really need to think of that, and honestly, don't waste your time with people who don't see your worth as a photographer and don't want to pay you, because they're willing to pay other people for their services but not you. Like that, it doesn't add up. So like I say, run from those people. So the third thing that no one tells you about being a photographer is that you will get shouted at and kicked out anyway. So unfortunately we live in a world where everything and anything is owned by someone, and sometimes you get grumpy people that will shout at you for standing in front of their bush by their house taking a photo, causing absolutely no harm, and they will get up their chair and come and fight with you and start shouting at you, and they'll go out of their way just because, you know, people are like that. So you need to learn how to deal with situations like that. So sometimes it's not only the grumpy people who are angry for whatever reason, but sometimes it is also the photographer, because, you know, sometimes there's just like some temptation there where you see like the view is perfect, the sun is perfect, the angle is perfect, and unfortunately like there's no trespassing, but you know, like we can't help ourselves, and it's just like, okay, you know what, it's just one quick photo, let's go do it. So sometimes you also need to take risks just to get that perfect photo that no one else has, and potentially have a risk of getting shouted at and kicked out. But I'm not gonna lie, it's honestly, it's worth it. So the next thing on my list, which no one tells you about being a photographer, is college. Now, I'm just going to be straight up with you guys and blunt. I don't believe you need to go to college to study photography. But also with that said, I think it depends on your situation. So I know there's benefits of college, but I mean, for me personally, I believe that I can learn just as much as a person who went to study at a photography college. And I'm not just saying it out of opinion, it is a fact that I have learned just as much as any other person who's been to a photography college. I will also say that I think it has taken longer to learn everything I need to know, whereas a person going to college will maybe learn everything in a year, whereas I might take maybe 2 years. But what I like about that is it's a journey for me. So instead of like a textbook telling me I mustn't do this and that because this will happen, I would rather make the mistake and learn from the mistake and then know, okay, I mustn't do that because this will happen. So for me, it's more about the journey, which I like about it. So that's why I've never felt the need to go to college. Another thing also is, if you don't have the funds to go to college, honestly, it doesn't matter. You can learn through, there's so many platforms. You can learn through reading books, you can learn through YouTube, you can learn through other photographers even. So that is why I don't believe in you having to go to college. So the next point on my list is that it is difficult. So I might offend someone in this part of the video, but I'm just going to say it because it's something that needs to be said. And that is, you cannot be lazy if you want to do photography. So if you are not willing to sit late nights editing photos for hours and hours, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be doing photography then. And you know, I don't regret saying that, it's the truth, because at the end of the day you have clients that have deadlines, and if you can't meet those deadlines, you're going to upset your clients. So unfortunately there are times where you do need to sit late nights editing photos, but also with that said, you do need to have a balance between your personal time and your work time. Now, I've sort of gotten a strategy on how I go about doing this. So I'll do a calculation. Let's say I told my client I will deliver the photos in 30 days and I have so many photos, so I'll do a little calculation where, okay, I have this amount of time and I have this amount of photos, so I need to do so many photos every day. So I'll get all the photos done, and then after the photos are done, then that's my personal time afterwards. But if I don't get the amount of photos done in a day that I need to, then unfortunately, you know, it's like tough love. You need to work overtime to get the photos done, because at the end of the day, it's your business name, and you don't want to upset anyone, and you've made a promise to your client which you need to fulfill. So that is it for this video. Unfortunately, it was very short, but I really just wanted to mention those 4 points. And I do also want to mention something exciting before I finish this video, which is a makeover competition that I'm hosting along with 2 other people that I've collaborated with. So I've collaborated with a fashion designer from Miss Winterbottoms, as well as a makeup artist from Butterfly Beauty. So we are going to give away each of our individual prizes to one person. And basically what it is that you can win is my company is giving away a photo shoot for 400 Rand, and if you buy more than one ticket you can add an additional person to your shoot. And then Miss Winterbottoms, the fashion designer, will be giving away a 400 Rand voucher to her clothing brand. And then the makeup artist will be giving away, I can't remember exactly, it was either 450 or a 400 Rand makeover look. So you can get like a natural to full glam makeover look. It obviously depends what you like to do with your makeup. So you can go do your makeup and then come do the shoot. So I think it's like a really cool idea. If you would like more information on sort of how to go about purchasing your tickets, you can look for more information on either my Facebook page or my Instagram. And you can also find their Instagrams. I think I did link their Instagram and Facebook on each of my posts, so you can find them there. I will also leave a link on my channel to their pages. And I also wanted to say, unfortunately, this is only for people in Johannesburg, South Africa, because obviously I need to be taking photos of you and I can't like be traveling, or you can't be traveling if you're from another country, you know. So this is only for people who are in Johannesburg or like the nearby Alberton area, just to sort of give you an idea. And with that said, I will be doing a giveaway. I'm not too sure when. I'm still trying to figure it out because of like Mula, you know. So I do want to be giving away something like pretty great, and I think like you guys are really gonna like it. I think it's gonna be amazing, or I think, you know, you guys might not think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. But let me stop rambling there. So I do want to be giving away something in the future, so you guys should stick around. But for now, unfortunately, it's just this sort of small little makeover competition. So if you are interested, then go get your tickets now. They are 75 Rand. But yeah, that's all I need to say. Yeah, so I'm gonna end off the video here. So if you enjoyed the video, give this video a thumbs like and subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can be notified when my next video is up. Bye guys.